Published 0757 EDT, the 7th of September 2017. Updated 0757 EDT, the 7th of September 2017. EU Chief Jean-Claude Juncker mocked David Davis for lacking stability and accountability at an official Brussels meeting, it emerged today. The EU Commission President claimed the Brexit Secretary was threatening the success of the exit negotiations with an apparent lack of involvement. Mr. Juncker, who has been forced to publicly deny claims he is an alcoholic, slammed Britain's chief negotiator at a meeting in July with Michel Barnier, the EU's representative in the talks. Mr. Barnier today tried to play down the reports at a press conference minutes after the shocking comments were made public for the first time. Mr. Davis has faced criticism for not attending every day of the face-to-face negotiating sessions. Last week he returned to London on Monday night following a brief welcome and returned on Thursday for a press conference. EU Chief Jean-Claude Juncker mocked David Davis, pictured in London today, for lacking stability and accountability at an official Brussels meeting, it emerged today. Mr. Juncker, pictured in Brussels last month with Tony Blair, claimed the Brexit Secretary was threatening the success of the exit negotiations with an apparent lack of involvement. Unofficial Commission spokeswoman declined to comment on the minutes, saying the situation had moved on since July 12, when Mr. Barnier briefed Mr. Juncker and other commissioners. Mr. Juncker's comments emerged as Mr. Barnier released a raft of new papers setting out the EU's negotiating position on sensitive issues including the future of the Irish border, customs arrangements, intellectual property rights, public procurement and data protection. And they came as MPs entered into a bruising House of Commons showdown over the government's key Brexit legislation. The minutes of the July 12 meeting at the Commission's Berlaymont HQ recorded that Mr. Juncker expressed his concern about the question of the stability and accountability of the UK negotiator and his apparent lack of involvement, which risked jeopardizing the success of the negotiations. In an apparent reference to the Conservative government's loss of its overall majority in the June general election, the minutes added that Mr. Juncker urged Mr. Barnier not to accept discussions at the purely technical level with negotiators who had no political mandate, while fundamental political questions still remained. Asked about the inflammatory comments at a press conference today, pictured Mr. Barnier lavished praise on Mr. Davis despite the pair's frosty relations. Asked about the inflammatory comments at today's press conference, Mr. Barnier lavished praise on Mr. Davis despite the pair's frosty relations. He said 7 days ago exactly, we arrived at the end of the third round of negotiations and David Davis was standing here, and I paid tribute to his professionalism and the competence of the whole of the UK team. I have nothing further to add to this point. I don't want people to get emotional.